Hello students. Today we are going to revise the topic that is reported speech, which is also known as direct sentence and indirect sentence. Yes, I know that you have already learned all these things in your previous classes, but then also once we are going to revise the things for assertive sentence, question sentence, exclamatory sentence, and then we have to, in higher secondary classes, as you know, we have to convert dialogues into reported manner. So first let's revise the things how to convert the sentences in reported speech.
Now let's understand the steps to convert a direct speech to indirect speech for statements or simple sentences. The first step is to identify. This is the most important step. You need to identify 5 things here: subject, object, reporting verb, first person, second person, and third person in the reported speech. And if the reporting verb is in the past form, then the tense of the reported speech. The second step is change of reporting verb. Reporting verb will change in the following way. Said to will be converted to told, said will be converted to said, say to will be converted to tell, and says to will be converted to tells. This is the second step. The third step is to replace inverted comma with that. We will remove the comma and inverted commas in the sentence and join the reported speech with that. The fourth step is the change of pronoun. Pronouns that we identified in the first step in the reported speech will be changed as below. First person will be decided as per subject. Second person will be decided as per object. And third person will remain unchanged. You can remember this change with an acronym SON, also called SON. Please remember the changes of pronouns properly. First person will be converted to subject, second person will be converted to object, and third person will remain unchanged. The fifth step is change of tense. It will happen when the reporting verb is in past form and the reported speech is not a universal truth or habit. It will happen in the following way. For present tenses, simple present will be converted to simple past. Present continuous will be converted to past continuous. Present perfect will be converted to past perfect. Present perfect continuous will be converted to past perfect continuous. For past tenses, simple past will be converted to past perfect. Past continuous will be converted to past perfect continuous. Past perfect and past perfect continuous won't change. And for future tenses, will or shall used in the sentences will be replaced by would or should. And for the modal verbs can or may in the sentence, it will be converted to could or might. So these are the changes in the tenses which will occur. Now let's look into the final step. Change in the words denoting time. Words indicating nearness are changed into words showing distances in indirect speech. If these words are present in the reported speech and the reporting verb is in the past tense, then the change will happen in the following way. Here will be converted to there, tomorrow will be converted to the next day, today will be converted to that day, yesterday will be converted to the previous day, this will be converted to that, now will be converted to then, and tonight will be converted to that night. This is the 6-step formula to convert any direct speech to indirect speech for a statement. First, identify the subject, object, reporting verb, person and tense in the sentence. Second, change the reporting verb as per this workflow. Third, replace inverted comma with that. Fourth, change of pronoun as per this workflow. Fifth, change of tense as per this workflow. And sixth, change of time related words in reported speech as per this workflow. Now let's look into examples to understand the 6th point. She said to me, I am playing football with you now. This is in direct speech. Let's convert it into indirect speech. First step is of identification. She is the subject here, me is the object, and said to is the reporting verb. I is in first person here, you is in second person here. And as said to is in past form, we need to check the tense of the reported speech. Currently, the tense is in present continuous tense. Second step is the change of reporting verb. Said to will become told here. Third step is to replace inverted comma with that. So the sentence will become like this. She said to me that. Fourth step is change of pronoun. Here, I is first person, subject is she, so I will change to she. And you is the second person and object is me, so you will be converted to me. Fifth step is change of tense. Here the tense is in present continuous, so it gets converted to past continuous. In this case, am playing will be converted to was playing. And the sixth step is change of words denoting time. Here the word now indicates nearness. It will be converted to then, which is showing distance. And bingo, the final outcome is indirect speech, which is she told me that she was playing football with me then. I hope you have understood all these 6 steps. Let's look into next example. Ram said to Shyam, I started a new job. First step is of identification. Here Ram is the subject, Shyam is the object and said is the reporting verb. I is the first person in the reported speech, and as said is in past form, we need to check the tense of the reported speech. It is in simple past tense. Second step is the change of reporting verb. As per the workflow we studied, the reporting verb said will remain unchanged. The third step is replace inverted comma with that. So the sentence will become like this. Ram said to Shyam that. Fourth step is the change of pronoun. Here I is the first person and subject is Ram. So I will be changed to he. Please note, pronoun will be used in the reported speech to refer to the subject or object in the reporting speech. Now the fifth step is to change the tense. Here the tense is in simple past, so it gets converted to past perfect. In this case, started will be converted to had started. And sixth step won't come here as there are no words referring to time in the reported speech. So the final outcome is Ram said to Shyam that he had started new job. Let's look into the next example. They said, we'll plan a picnic tomorrow. First step is of identification. Here, they is the subject, said is the reporting verb, we is first person in the reported speech, and as said is in past form, we need to check the tense of reported speech. It is in simple future tense. Second step is a change of reporting verb. As per the workflow we studied, said will remain unchanged here. The third step is replace inverted comma with that. So the sentence will become like this. They said that. Fourth step is change of pronoun. Here we is in first person and subject is they. So we will be changed to they. Now the fifth step is change of tense. Here the tense is in simple future. In this case, will be converted to would. Sixth step is of change in time denoting words. So tomorrow will be converted to the next day. The final sentence in the indirect speech is they said that they would plan a picnic the next day. Let's look into next example. The teacher said to the students, the sun rises in the east. First step is of identification. Here, teacher is the subject, students is the object, said is the reporting verb, and as said is in past form, we need to check the tense of reported speech. It is in simple present tense. Second step is the change of reporting verb. As per the workflow we studied, said to will be converted to told. Third step is to replace inverted comma with that. So the sentence will become like this. The teacher told the student that. Fourth step is change of pronoun. Here it won't come in picture as there is no pronoun. Now the fifth step is change of tense. Here the tense is in simple present, but the sentence the sun rises in the east is a universal truth. So there will not be any change in tense. And the sixth step of change in time denoting word. As there are no such words, this change won't come. So the final sentence in the indirect speech is, the teacher told the students that the sun rises in the east. Let's look into one more example to make things even clear. He says to me, I am running. The first step here is of identification. Here, he is the subject, me is the object, and says to is the reporting verb. And as says to is in present form, we will not check the tense. Second step is the change of reporting verb. As per the workflow we studied, says to will be converted to tells here. The third step is replace inverted comma with that. So the sentence will become like this. He tells me that. Fourth step is change of pronoun. Here I will be converted to he. Now fifth and sixth step will be eliminated as reporting verb is in present tense. The final sentence in the indirect speech is, he tells me that he is running. I hope now you would have understood how to convert a direct speech to indirect speech. There are three important changes when we are given an interrogative sentence for conversion. Rest all things remain the same. Number 1, change of reporting verb. Number 2, replacement of inverted commas. And number 3, conversion of a question into a statement. As you can see, there is a change in step 2 and 3 and an additional step is added. Let's understand these changes in depth. Number 1, change of reporting verb for questions. Said or said to converts to asked. Says or says to converts to asks. And say or say to converts to ask. Apart from it, we may use reporting verb like inquire, suggest, inform as per the meaning of sentence. Also, if already asked or asks is there, no need to change the reporting verb. Number 2, replace inverted commas. In case of a direct question, we will replace quotes directly with the question word. We don't need any additional conjunction here. But in case of a yes-no type of question, we will replace inverted commas with either if or whether. One additional step or step number 7 after all these steps is to convert a question into a statement or assertive sentence. Remember to replace question mark into a full stop or period at the end of a sentence. Let's understand the application of this 7-step formula with an example. She said to me, what are you doing now? Step number 1 is to identify. She is the subject, the object is me, here you is the second person, and said to is the reporting verb. And as said to is in past form, we need to check the tense of the reported speech. Here the tense is present continuous. Step 2 is to change the reporting verb. Said to will become asked here. Step 3 is to replace the inverted comma with what, as it is a direct question. So the sentence will become like this. She asked me what. Step 4 is change of pronoun. Here you is the second person and object is me. So you will be converted to I. Step 5 is a change of tense. Here the reported speech is in present continuous. So it will convert into past continuous. So are doing gets converted to was doing. Step 6 is the change of word denoting time. Here now will be converted to then. So after step 6 the sentence is, what was I doing then? Converting it to a statement, what I was doing then. Notice the placement of the verb has changed. Also, we have removed the question mark into a period or full stop. The outcome is in the form of an indirect speech, which is, she asked me what I was doing then. I hope you have understood all the 7 steps. Let's look into the next example. Ram said, Shyam, where did you go yesterday? Let's apply the 7-step formula here. Step 1 is to identify. Ram is the subject, Shyam is the object, said is the reporting verb. And as said is in past form, we need to check the tense of the reported speech. Here the tense is simple past. Step 2 is the change of reporting verb. Said will become asked here. Step 3 is to replace the inverted comma with where, as it is a direct question. The sentence will become like this. Step 4 is the change of pronoun. Here, you is in second person and object is Shyam. So, you will be converted to he. Step 6 is the change of tense. Here, the reported speech is in simple past. So, it will be converted to past perfect. Did go gets converted to had gone. Step 6 is the change of word denoting time. Here, yesterday will be converted to the previous day. Now, the last step is to convert a question into a statement. So, after step 6 of the sentence, it becomes like this. Where had he gone the previous day? Converting it to a statement, it becomes where he had gone the previous day. The final converted sentence is Ram asked Shyam where he had gone the previous day. Let's look into the next example. He said to her, will you listen to such a person? Step 1 is to identify. He is the subject, her is the object, and said to is the reporting verb. And as said to is in past form, we need to check the tense of the reported speech. Here, the tense is simple future. Step 2 is the change of reporting verb. Said to will become asked here. Step 3 is replace the inverted comma with if, as it is a yes-no type of question. So the sentence will become like this. He asked her if. Step 4 is the change of pronoun. Here, you is in the second person and object is her. So you will be converted to she. Step 5 is the change of tense. Here, the reported speech is in simple future. So will gets converted to would. And step 6, change of word denoting time. But as there are no such word, it won't come here. Now the last step is to convert a question into a statement. After the 6th step, the sentence is, would she listen to such a person? Applying step 7, the statement becomes, she would listen to such a person. The final converted sentence is, he asked her if she would listen to such a person. Let's look into another example. The teacher asked the students, does the sun rises in the east? Step 1 is to identify. Teacher is the subject, students is the object, and asked is the reporting verb. Here, asked is in past form, but the question is a universal truth. So, there won't be any change of tense in this case. The next step is to change the reporting verb. Here, reporting verb is already asked, so there won't be any change. The next step is to replace inverted comma with if, as it is a yes-no type of question. Step 4 is change of pronoun. As there is no pronoun, this step won't come. Step 5 is the change of tense. As the question is a universal truth, we won't be changing the tense of the sentence. And the step 6 is the change of word denoting time. As there are no such word, this step also won't come into the picture. Step 4, 5, 6 won't come here, so after implementing the last step, the sentence will become like this. The teacher asked the student if the sun rises in the east. Let's look into one more example of it. He says to me, do you know Shahid? Step 1 is to identify. He is the subject, the object is me, and says to is the reporting verb. And as says to is in the present form here, so there won't be any change of tense in this case. Next step is to change the reporting verb. Here reporting verb is says to, so it gets converted to asked. The next step is to replace inverted comma with if, as it is a yes-no type of question. Step 4 is the change of pronoun. Here you will be converted to I. Step 5 is the change of tense. But here the reporting verb is in present tense. So there won't be any change of tense. Please note it properly. And step 6 is change of words denoting time. But as there are no such words, this step won't come. After adding the additional step, which is step 7, the final sentence is, he asked me if I know Shahid. We have looked into examples of various types of questions which gets converted to indirect speech. Let's quickly revise what we learned. First, we understood interrogative sentence and two types of questions. An interrogative sentence asks a question. These questions may be of two types, direct and yes-no type of question. In direct question, it begins with a question word or WH word, and indirect questions are designed to answer simply with either a yes or a no. Then we revised the 6-step formula of conversion from direct to indirect for assertive sentences. Then we looked into the 3 key differences when we are converting a direct to indirect sentence for interrogative type of questions. Number 1. Change of reporting verb. It will be changed as per this workflow. Number 2. Replace inverted comma with WH word if the reported speech is in direct question form, and if or whether if it is in yes-no form. And number 3, and an additional step, convert a question into a statement at the end of all 6 steps. After that, we looked some of the examples of it.